My name is Eid Hathalin. I am from the village of Al Khair. We are here in the village of Al Khair in South Hebron Hills in Masafer Yatta. We are living here since 1962, but in 1980 the Israeli government came here and they started building the settlement of Carmel and other settlements in South Hebron Hills, and that's caused the families and the village many demolitions and harassment along these years. We have 38 families living here in the village, and the demolition happened here 16 times along these years because we are considered illegal community by the Israeli government, because we live here in Area C. We have not kind of rights to access to the legal assistance or something like that, and that caused us a lot of demolition. 90% of the homes here in the village under the threat of serious demolition, which maybe happened at any time, and that's caused the families a lot of fear and worried from the future that maybe the demolitions happen tomorrow, whatever. This has caused the families to be aware always, and the Israeli government keep looking, searching if we built homes or something. Mostly they send drones in the nights to film if somebody built home, and they will come to confiscate or demolish what he building. That caused the families much pain long these years. Also, Al Khair is forbidden from electricity and water access also. That's one of the sanction, which Al Khair is example of hundreds of villages in Masafer Yatta and in South Hebron Hills. And then that caused the families a lot of challenges. Carmel settlements, is a community of Jewish settlers who come from I don't know where, but they settled here since 80s, and they've been expanded here in this part. They built, the government invested here and built them homes and a huge neighborhood, and they bring them to live here with all the conditions of living, like they give them electricity, water, infrastructures, buses 24 hours, and lights, and what they need as a modern community who live here. Even though we live side by side, not far away from each other, in the same spot of land, but we're not allowed to have any kind of service they have. We're not allowed by the Israeli law. And here, we live under the military law here. If you look in there, you live under the civil law inside the fence, living side by side, but not in the same conditions. The children especially, they affected very much by this policy, that you have the minimum aid and they have all the aids there. I mean, you see the children's going in the buses to the school, but your children, they need to walk in the heat of the summer or in the winter conditions to the school, which a bit far from the village here. We see a big gap between us and them as the communities who live in side by side.